He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary team. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone, but I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the face. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Dropping back, it's Sims. That pass is incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, and let him get some confidence.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting his defense on alert early.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that strong play on first down there, right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent
What a play by this defense.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Brings into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third and trying to handle it?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Sims. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic and have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and 1. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's sent. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring that home. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. On the ready. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Off near the sticks. It's Clark. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air, it's Sims. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads it downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quarterback may change this route. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point, I think.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won it, yeah.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Auburn going to work with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit of life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, coming back to the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense working from the pistol. Job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Running into the open space. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He's forced at least for now. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over. Quarterback today.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. The give and tick, 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 tick. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Throws to the left. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it on the sideline. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win the day, but here's a fabulous play.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the bad coach's spirit when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The quick out. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Here's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready